everyone, and welcome to the Firewire ePro Global Final Live Award Show. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for your support of this event and voting for your favorite waves. This event and all those before it would not be possible without you. We'd also like to thank our sponsors Firewire, Surf Open League, The Bad Stuff Tequila, Pacifico, Yuki Brand, and Red Bull for making this event happen. The global final saw incredible waves from start to finish, with all of our competitors laying everything on the line each round, all the way to the final. From Peru to South Africa, and from Europe to Brazil, and everywhere in between, fans were treated to beautiful surfing from around the globe. But we could only have one champion for the men and women, and we're going to find out who those two lucky surfers are today. But first, let's get started with our semifinalists. South Africa, Miss Sophie Bell. From Peru, Irina Rodriguez. And also from Peru, Tomas Tudelia. Welcome everybody. How's everybody doing?
Great.
Everybody's good.
Not bad, not bad.
Right on. Well, Irina, we'll start with you. You kind of powered through this event, taking it by storm, taking out big names. Like, how cool is this experience?
It's great. Actually, it was my first time. Like, I'm really new to these virtual championships and everything, and it's really cool. Like, you can beat anyone from any country of the world.
No, absolutely, and that's what was so special about this global final was we not only had regionals, we had everyone. So you could submit waves from not even within your region, which Tomas, you took advantage of with that Desert Point absolute screamer.
Yeah, it was pretty good, but most of my waves were from Peru too. So
yeah, no, Cabo Blanco is like that. Is that near where you live?
It's kind of far north, but all my waves were from there, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, that wave looks pretty special. And Sophie, you kind of had your Salt Rock gems and Tensley Manor. Just like, how good was that through this experience of putting those waves from your local against the world?
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had more clips from this year, but I guess I had to use those ones. And yeah, I don't know. I love home, and that was winter last year, so it's cool that I can still use those.
No, absolutely. Yeah, you had some absolute gems. I was a little jealous. Just a little.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on making it to the semis. You guys absolutely smashed it. It was so fun to watch. Just all your waves were incredible, from Arena at Senoritas. Just that backhand attack was incredible. What's something that, whenever you're coming into your heat, did you have what wave you wanted in mind, or did you just kind of go for it?
In the with the quarterfinals was the only one I changed. The only one I chose to change, because the other ones I already had them planned.
Oh, okay, right on. So you're pretty dead set on this wave is gonna get me through.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah, pretty cool. And then Sophie, same thing. Did you kind of have an idea what you wanted to do? Obviously being the South Africa champion, you knew what you were doing a little bit.
Well, I guess everything changed when I got put against Silvana, because obviously I had to use my best clip, because I don't think anything else would have beaten that. So yeah. No,
Silvana's another beast.
She's
hard to take down.
Yeah.
But you did it, so that got you into the semis. So.
Yeah, stoked.
Yeah, and then Tomas, obviously Cabo Blanco is your bread and butter. How good is that, just being able to pick, which one? Oh, this one's a little better, or that one's a little deeper.
Yeah, last year I had a great season over there, so I just had so many waves and just put them. But I changed a lot of waves during the event, depending if with who I was going to surf or I was going to compete. So I had to put a couple secret clips too, so that I shouldn't put. But yeah, it was fun. I mean, like surfing with all of those guys, and it was pretty cool. I really enjoy it.
No, absolutely. And just thinking about this draw, you know, Irina, who is someone that you saw in the women's draw that you just either didn't want to come up against, or you did want to come up against and be like, I'm going to beat her?
I kind of wanted to like match against Laura Rapp, that one on the final. Like she had some great waves and it would have been amazing.
No, absolutely. And then Sophie, same thing. Like obviously Silvana was one that stood out for you. Was that kind of like your one, or like I want this one?
That was, I don't know if I wanted it, but I got it. So no, I had to deal with that. But yeah, all the women were surfing so well. So I feel like, I don't know, going into it, everyone, I don't know what was going to come out of it. So
no, absolutely. And like Tomas, obviously the men's draw was just as stacked. I mean, you had guys from Europe who were just submitting bombers. You had your own countrymen. Like it was stacked. Like who was someone that you had your eye on? Like, okay, if I match up against him, I need to bring it.
Well, I knew all of them were gonna put some massive waves, but the one that really surprised me a lot was the one that I think was round 4 or 5. I don't remember, the one that before quarters. And I think I was with Dale or with Shane. I don't remember. He put a crazy wave. Like I was about to vote for him, like crazy. I was in the same team. It was like so good. But luckily it was 2 guys that made it through, so I made it through second. And then I think I don't remember which one was the next guy, but I knew I had to put some good waves to beat the other guys. I was happy to make it to the semis for sure.
No, absolutely. Like it was crazy to watch some of those heats, the way they stacked up. Like you said, you had the one with, I believe it was Shane and someone else, where I was like, okay, all I gotta do is get in that top 2. So, and then, so something we keep toying with here in Surf Web Series is the idea of bringing this back next year. What's something, Irina, that you saw that you really liked about it, and what's something that maybe we could change, or what's something that you just were stoked on?
Well, I really loved like everything. Maybe like maybe more women, like hits, like more hits in the women department, and like yeah, I think it's that.
Yeah, right on. And then Sophie, kind of same idea, whenever you're looking at this event, obviously powering through South Africa regional and then into the global, like how'd you like the format? What'd you notice? What'd you like? What'd you not like?
I think the events run really, really well. Like online, like the updates and everything is done so well on the online voting. If you do run it again, maybe like no clips like can be used that I've used from the previous events, or like give some time for everyone to get more clips, and then I don't know, like let everyone know that it will be running again and let people prepare. I don't know, but yeah, I think that was a really cool event, and I'm stoked to be a part of it.
Absolutely. So you got to archive some of those gems, huh?
No posting.
And then yeah, Tomas, just obviously with Cabo Blanco and waves like that at your disposal, like whenever you have a good season like you did at Cabo Blanco, like how hard is that to, okay, I got to store these ones, but maybe use these ones and so forth?
Yes. I mean, we had some great waves this year too, so I already have, if you guys want to run again, I have some more. But for sure, I don't know, like it was really cool to surf with other guys. That's a checkpoint, like from other countries, not only from my country. And it was pretty cool to see most of their waves were in their own countries. So like to compare a little bit about like, I know, Brazil versus Peru, how are the waves, and that was pretty sick to watch. Also, I think Bruno Santos was sending some massive clips from Desert Point. It's so hard to beat. I don't know how Luca did it. But that's it, like if running again, and maybe make new clips, and send it. That's it.
Exactly right. No old clips. They're all out now. we've got our video checkers on standby. And so just kind of looking ahead and putting this event in the rear view, so to speak. What's next for you, Arena? Do you have any contests coming up or any trips?
I'm seeing what the juniors, like, if they come up. I think at the end of the year, maybe. And maybe some on September, maybe.
Okay,
like,
cool. So
confirmed.
Right on. Just waiting to put that jersey back on, huh?
Yes.
Very cool. And then Sophie, kind of same thing. Obviously, you're in a beautiful spot right now that you don't want to think about leaving.
I mean, I feel like there's way more souls to be had still, but there will be a time I will need to go home. So yeah, I'm just gonna make the most of it, try to chase anything that comes here, and yeah, take it from there.
Absolutely. And then looking at South Africa, do you have any events in mind that are coming up, or do you have anything on the schedule?
Well, I don't know if the contests are running. I mean, everything's been like happening and not happening and happening and not happening. So yeah, maybe there'll be some events in October, but I think everything's just wait and see till everything's confirmed.
Exactly. Just on hold, as we like to say.
Yeah. 2 years later.
Exactly right. Yeah. And then Tomas, kind of same idea. What do you have in mind moving forward? Obviously, plenty of swell to be had at home right now with all these south swells.
Yes. For now, just score some good waves at home and see if they run any contest. This year I haven't competed in any QAs or anything, so I'm not in the challengers. So maybe try to get there next year, travel somewhere close or somewhere around the world and compete. I miss the URC so bad, so maybe, I don't know, maybe soon.
Absolutely. So get you back in a Pipe Pro jersey, that's for sure. Send this guy over the ledge.
That's the one I want to be.
Exactly. Well, thank you guys so much for taking time with us today. Incredible run throughout this event. It was so fun to watch, especially just, Sophie, you're an E-Pro champ, so that was really cool to see you make it all the way to the semis. And then Arena is incredible to watch you make your run. Tomas, keep sending in those Cabo Blanco clips. We'll be psyched on them.
I will.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys again for joining. We cannot wait to see what happens next year, and hopefully see you guys in some more events soon. And stay tuned for more at home, as we will be back with our finalists coming up soon. We're going to find out who won this thing. So stay tuned for more after this quick word from the sponsors. Welcome back to the Firewire ePro Global Final Live Awards. We are now with our 4 finalists. We have Laura Ropp, Tina Henkel, Luca Macinas, and Shane Sykes. So the 2 women from Brazil, Luca from Peru and Shane all the way from South Africa. Thank you guys for joining. Glad to have you on the show. How's everybody doing? Laura, how you going?
I'm fine. Today was a long day, but it's okay.
Right on. Taina, how are you over there?
I'm really good, thanks. Just came from a trip, so a little bit tired, but feel good.
Just came back. Where'd you come back from?
From Ubatuba. Now I'm Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, you're stoked. And then Shane, how you going over there in South Africa? I know it's a little early in the morning for you.
Yeah, we're all good this side. Just kind of been cruising at home for the last 2 or 3 months. I'm sure you've seen like what's been happening over here in the last 2 weeks. It's been like pretty sketchy and crazy, but we kind of got through that hectic patch. But apart from that, just kind of just surf and yeah, have fun and forget about all the other shit that's going on.
Exactly right. Yeah, always sending our best to our friends in South Africa with all the turmoil. It's never fun. And Luca, I see you're back from Japan, fresh off an Olympics debut. Looked insane over there. How was that experience?
Oh yeah, it was an amazing experience. Super nice. It's gonna be for the memories for sure. Had a great contest too, with difficult conditions and difficult waves, but the level was so up, and it was so nice to see like Medina, Italo, and all of those crazy guys go so crazy. So yeah, really motivated and training now and getting ready for the next events too. So yeah, super stoked.
You're on it. You're all over the world. And so let's start with Laura. Going back to this experience of this event, you know, it was all around the world. It wasn't just your region of Brazil. Like, how cool is it to see, you know, you go against, you know, women from Peru and women from South Africa? Like, how cool is that experience?
I don't. It's like super exciting to see the girls surfing really good in the road. I didn't know everyone, but I saw the heats and it was really difficult. The reads, the girls surf really good, and yeah, it was fun, and I'm so happy to be on the final.
Yeah, that was epic. It was good to watch. Like, you had to take down Sophie Bell on your way, which is no easy task. And yeah. Tiana, same for you. Like, how was it just kind of seeing all these surfers from around the world, you know, women that you've obviously surfed against in heats? Silvana Lima, you know, making an appearance was cool. Like, how cool is that?
It's so cool to be with these girls. They surf so good, and I know a lot of these girls from the quiénes, so it's good to be in the final too. I'm so happy, and yeah, that was a good competition. I like it.
Absolutely. And then Shane, all the way in South Africa, just, you know, you guys had an incredible event, you know, with you, Dale Staples, all the boys were just sending in amazing clips. How cool is it to see your wave stack up against others around the world?
Yeah, I mean, like, just first off, doing this event in the first place, it's such a cool concept, especially when like no one could really travel and go compete. It just gives everyone like a chance to kind of show the waves they've been getting and like show their surfing apart from actual heats, you know. But then yeah, on the other hand, it's pretty cool like it's like you can't really have a strategy, but you kind of just got to kind of go with it and kind of judge what the other guys might put in. But it's pretty cool because Luca and I have had a couple of QS heats together. So it's rad to link up with him in the final, you know, and he put on such a show the whole event. So it's going to be a tough one.
For sure. I was going to say, everyone kind of threw everything in this last event. Like, you saw, you know, Miguel Blanco's just barrels that were, you know, ended up being the end of them. So it was nuts. Like, you know, Luca, coming into this one, you know, you had Cabo Blanco, you had Talara, which was your money pot, obviously. What was kind of your experience going through this event and picking waves and what to do?
Yeah, it's been amazing. So much good level. Yeah, I saw so many good barrels from the guys from South Africa, Miguel Blanco from Portugal, the guys from Peru too, you know, we have good waves. So yeah, it has been really cool to see all the hits, see so many good waves. And yeah, I believe like all the waves that I choose for Peru, I think those were the best, so I had to choose them again because I remember that year I had so much fun. The waves were pumping in Peru and there were so many good waves that I got there. So yeah, it's stoked to be in the final with Shane. I saw the Shane and Dale, they were scoring so hard in some big right barrels. I was like, where is that? I want to go there, you know? So it was cool. It was cool to see all of that and cool to see good waves, you know?
No, absolutely. That was one thing that I think we all enjoy is just, you know, there was no set beach. It was give us your best waves from wherever you were, wherever you could be. And we got to see it unfold into absolute absurdity, to be real. Like, there were waves that I could only dream of, and you guys are on a lot of them. So Laura, going through your heats, like who is like a surfer that kind of stood out to you, or maybe you saw as like a surprise person that made it far?
It was good waves from all the world. The South Africa have good waves, right and left, and the girls surfing really good. And I'm so nervous if I will pass or not the heat. But here I am in the final with a Brazilian too. Tainá is my friend. We actually compete this weekend together. So it was fun.
Oh, that's so cool. So Tainá, like same kind of question, like, which is really cool, by the way, Laura, that you guys are surfing against each other in just a couple of days. That's super fun.
Yeah.
Tainá, kind of looking through this event, you know, you obviously had to deal with a couple surfers that are well equipped with winning events, you know, from South Africa, from Peru. You had to deal with a lot of good surfers. Like, who's someone that kind of stood out to you throughout this event?
It's really cool. Like, I competed with Laura this weekend, and it was really fun. So it's really good to be seeing all these girls competing, and with this contest was so cool to see. And yeah, I'm so excited and nervous for this final.
For sure. And then Shane, like, you know, looking through your, you know, South Africa region with Dale and, you know, Josh and Chad Dutoy, there was just stacked guys coming from your region alone. And then you see who else is in the event from all over the world. Like, who kind of stood out to you, and who did you not want to come against?
I think Bruno Santos, I was like pretty nervous about him just because like it's pretty hard to beat double tubes at Desert Point. But like I think maybe like once after he had like submitted a couple of the same kind of looking waves, I kind of felt like, okay, maybe if he changes it up, maybe it will work out. But yeah, I just kind of submitted the same clips I was going for from the start. And then when I saw the semifinals between Dale and Thomas, and then me and Lucas, I was like, flip, it would be so sick if Dale and I could make the final again and then have a rematch from last year.
For sure.
But yeah, I mean, it's sick that it's one South African and one Peruvian. You know? It's a pretty cool battle.
No, absolutely. Yeah. And then like Luca, obviously you surfed against, like as Shane has too, like surfed against a lot of these guys in QS events around the world. So you know what everyone's capable of. Who's someone that you're like, okay, if I come up against him, I'm gonna have to throw in something pretty gnarly just to get through this heat?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same as Shane. Like when I got my hit against Bruno Santos, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine what kind of wave he's gonna send, you know? Because he has so many good barrels from Desert Point and Chopo, like so many good barrels, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be one of the hardest hits. But then I saw he didn't send like one of his best barrels, and I sent my maneuvers that were good too. So yeah, I think Bruno Santos, and then all the South African guys getting just, you know, those right big barrels. It was like really crazy to see. And then Tomas was sending super good barrels from Peru too. Yeah, I think that's it. Miguel Blanco too from Portugal, you know. So many good guys in this contest, so it was nice to see.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and this was the cream of the crop right here. We got our 4 finalists from all that. And looking back through this event, you know, and looking forward to the future, you know, we have already had the discussions that we're going to try and do this again next year. Laura, you know, how cool would it be to try and have another go at this and see what you can do again?
Yeah, it's super cool. In the regionals, I was super nervous because in Brazil we have too many girls surfing really good. And when I passed to the global finals, me and my family like get crazy here. And now I'm in the global final with another Brazilian. So it is super fun, and next year I will be there too.
Right on, she's coming back. You heard it here. And then Tainá, like, what did you like about this format that you would like to see again next year, or like, you know, any changes that, you know, you could notice?
For sure, it's really cool, this comp, and I like it to compete. So For sure, next year I think I'm gonna be with you guys, and I like it. I think it's a really good level for the girls. So yeah, it's good, and I hope next year we have again.
Right on. And Shane, like as you were saying, it's a great supplement for not being able to compete, you know, around the world as you normally would. What's something that, you know, you saw that, you know, we could either change or that you really liked about it?
I mean, like in a way, it's one of like the best ways for all of us to get like publicity from people that we might not know, or like it's just like really cool to get on like another scale apart from just putting on a rash vest and going and getting your 2 best waves. You know, it's like a whole series of good waves that you've gotten over the past few months or year or so, and it's really cool to see like what guys have actually like saved or what they're kind of putting out there to like put into this event. So I'm definitely keen to take it on again next year, sure.
Right on. And Luca, you're an E-Pro champion yourself. You know, how cool is it to not only claim that, but then have a chance at a global title? And you know, what do you like about the formats throughout the year?
Yeah, what I like the most is that we had a global final and surf against the best surfer from each region, you know. I think that's pretty cool. I really like that. And then nothing, yeah, like next year if you guys do it again, I'm just gonna be really motivating all my free surfs now. And you know, sometimes when you get the bar, like before I used to get barrel and I will kick out if I get the barrel. Now that you guys have this contest, it's like, oh, I have to kick out the barrel and just do like a couple of huge turns too, you know, because you're thinking about all of that like contest of your free surfings, you know. So yeah, I'm super motivated, and I can imagine how it's gonna be the next year.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to seeing all y'all back into it next year for sure, as we come back with the hopefully Firewire gets back on board, do another global final, get everyone back on board. Be super fun. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us for this little segment. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. Audience, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with these finalists and see who actually takes down the Firewire E-Pro Global Final. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Gentlemen, welcome back to the Firewire E-Pro Global Final Live Awards Show. We are still with our beautiful 4 finalists here. After just charging through an incredible event, it came down to just 2 of them in each respective event between the men and women. And we're about to find out who won this thing. So are you guys ready?
So nervous.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll start with the women. Get a little drum roll, please. The winner of the women's Firewire E-Pro Global Final is Taina Henkel.
Yay!
Oh, the family's there. The friends are there. How good is that?
It's my friends.
Hello, friends. Welcome to the Live Awards Show. Oh, how good is that, Taina? How amazing does that feel?
It feels so good. I was so nervous. I never seen this before. Like, I'm so nervous waiting for this result, but I feel so good. I'm really happy. This wave that I sent it for the final was in my home, Baú, a really special place for me. So it's good to win this final, and yeah, really happy.
You did it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Laura. Very well done effort. Number 2 in the global world, on the online world. Congratulations.
And I want to say congratulations to Laura too, she's ripping, so it's really good to be in the final with her. And yeah, I'm so happy. Thank you.
Congratulations, Taina. All right, Laura. Laura, we'll come back to you in just one moment. Gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready to find out who takes down the men's Firewire Global Final? Who comes home with the title? It is none other than Peru's Luca Messinas. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well done, Luca. You are the only one who could claim the double titles. So congratulations on that. You took down Peru and then you took down the world.
Thank you guys. Super stoked. Yeah, this really shows that we have really good waves in Peru. Super stoked to show how that kind of wave we have. So yeah, super stoked. Congratulations to Shane too. You guys have really good waves in South Africa. Super stoked to be with him in the final. And yeah, thank you guys for making this event. Like Shane was saying, this is a good opportunity to show your surfing, your free serves, your country. So it's really nice to win this contest, and I can't wait for the next one.
Absolutely, yeah. So we'll go to Shane. Shane, runner-up, man, in the world. You got the runner-up in South Africa and then the runner-up in the world, so it's still not too bad at all. Still podium.
Yeah, pretty stoked with that. I mean, yeah, like once I saw both the clips for the final, I knew it was going to be tough to beat those critical backside turns from Luca, and I mean, they were both such different waves, so like depended on like what the guys were looking at that day, but yeah, just really hats off to Luca. He's ripping really hard, and congrats on the Olympics and all of that. It's a whole like another chapter right there. So yeah, I'm stoked to see where you're going with your career, and well done to everyone else in the event, and stoked to make the final and yeah, get a second.
You're a legend, Shane. You're a legend.
Thank you.
And then Laura, what would be some words that you want to say to maybe your friends, fans back in Brazil for tuning in and voting?
Thank you everyone who voted me, and congratulations, Taina. I'm so happy to be in the final with you. I'm only 15, so I'm happy to be on the final world. And that's it. I'm so happy to be on the pro finals. And yeah, thank you. I'm happy to be in the second place.
Absolutely, yeah. Say only 15, so you still got plenty of time to win one of these things. Well, thanks again, guys, for tuning in. You guys absolutely crushed this thing. Thanks for checking in with us for this final award show. It was so fun to watch. I mean, I couldn't imagine watching anything else the last couple of weeks. It's been so entertaining. And the audience does have to stay tuned, because we will have in the following days a voting for Best Barrel and Big Air. So I know you and Shane, Luca are in a couple of those categories for sure. So a little consolation prize at the end of the tunnel. Thank you to the surfwebseries for making this all happen. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, Firewire, Surf Open League, The Bad Stuff Tequila, Pacifico, Yuki Brand, and Red Bull for making this event happen. Last but not least, the fans. They were the ones tuning in, voting, just making this whole thing happen. Like, it was incredible, and we could not have done it without them. We cannot wait to see what you guys turn in next year, and I'm sure the fans will be looking forward to it as much as we will. So we will see you all next year. We wish you all the best, and we will see you around the world. I'm sure of it.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we'll see you later. Thanks so much. And that's a cut.